Hello, welcome to worksheet P10. We are working on the percentage questions here. And so before we get started on our individual problems here, I want to remind you of our generic rule. Remember, what we're going to do is we're going to use the formula is over of equals percent over 100. So you want to make sure you have your calculator handy for these. And what we're going to do is we're going to find the right spots for all of our numbers. And so first of all, we always know the 100 goes in this bottom right slot, right? And they give us a percent number here. So we know that that percent number, the percent sign outweighs any word is or of or anything like that. Percent goes in the percent spot, all right? Now we got to figure out, where does the 77 go? Well, 77 is next to both the is and the of. So we can't make that decision quite yet. All right, so what we do is we say, well, let's take a look. And the word what typically means the variable. And so the variable is next to the is. So the variable must be the is number, which means the only other slot is the 77 must be the of. At this point, we're ready to cross multiply. Of course, we get 100 times x is going to be 100x. We need to calculate 77 times 95, and we get 7,315. We're going to divide by 100. If you remember how to divide by 100 very easily, we're just moving the decimal 2 places from the end. 73.15. All right. Now the question, does it ask for a percent? It does not, so we do not put any label on the problem. It just stays what it is. All right, question number 3. We know the 100 is going in this slot. 53 is the percent number, so we know that's going in the percent spot. 145 is going in the of spot, which means the variable must be going in the is spot, which makes sense because the what is next to the is. We cross multiply. We get 100x is equal to 145 times 53, 7,685. We divide by the 100 that's next to the x. And again, if you remember how to divide by 100, we're moving the decimal from the end here 2 places, 76.85. You can always type that into your calculator if you don't remember that. And they're not asking for a percent, so we just leave our answer without a label. 100 in the 100 slot. 77 is in the percent slot. 55 in the of slot, which means our x is in the is slot. We cross multiply. 100x is equal to 55 times 77. 4,235. We divide by the 100, and we end up with x is equal to 42.35. Again, use your calculator if you need. All right, that brings us to question number 7. I want to be very particular about question number 7 because you'll notice that we start putting labels in here. And so we have to pay attention that when we get to the end that we make sure we put the label back in. Otherwise, the label doesn't matter at all. All right? It doesn't matter until we get to the end. We know our answer, whatever we get, we're going to get x is equal to something with miles. So I can go ahead and write that in right now if you want to, so you don't forget to do it. We end up with 100, right? 75 is the percent, so we're going 75 there. Now the 25, remember the miles here is just the label, but the 25 is next to both the of and the is. 25 miles is next to both of them. So we have to go and find out what does the variable need to be. Well, the variable, the x, is next to the is, so we know that guy's the is. 25 must be the of. We cross multiply. 100x is equal to, we go 25 times 75, 1,875. And when we divide by the 100, we get 18.75, but remember we have to include the label in this case because we had miles. Guess what our label on number 9 is going to be? Yeah, of course, it's going to be tons. So we know our answer is going to have tons in the answer. We're going to try to remember to do that one at the end on this one. Got the 100 in the right spot. 220 going where the percent number goes. 61 next to both the is and the of. So we can't make that decision yet. 61 tons is next to both of those guys. But the variable is next to the is, so we know that guy's going there. That guy's going there. We cross multiply. 100x is equal to, we got to go 61 times 220. 13,420. When we divide by 100, we're doing the exact same thing. We're still moving that decimal that's at the end of that number 2 places, and we end up with 134.2. But remember, they asked for the label, tons. All right, hope this helps. Do the even problems, send the results in to me. I will double check them and see that you're ready to move into the assessment. Good luck.